Okay, so let's get right into it. You've seen it everywhere, right? The 4 a.m. club. This whole idea that waking up before the sun is the secret sauce, the ultimate key to unlocking success. But what is the real story here?
I mean, is it a genuine superpower that these high achievers have somehow tapped into? Or is it just another piece of that hustle culture noise we see online? Something that looks great in a caption but is totally impossible in real life. That's exactly what we're going to break down. And just so we're clear, the people who swear by this are, well, they're not messing around. We're talking about Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, who's up and firing off emails by 4:30 a.m. Or Olympian PV Sindhu, who used to travel, get this, 50 kilometers every single morning just to get to her academy by 4:30. The list just goes on and on. Monks, yogis, athletes, top executives. You start to see a pattern. So what do they know that the rest of us don't?
Well, to find that answer, we actually have to look past all the modern hype, because this isn't some new trend cooked up in Silicon Valley. No, this idea is thousands of years old, and it has really deep roots in Eastern philosophy.
See, in ancient Indian texts, they call this time Brahma Muhurta. The day was split into these 30 little windows of time called muhurtas, each one lasting about 48 minutes. The Brahma Muhurta is the one that starts exactly 1 hour and 36 minutes before the sun comes up. And for centuries, it's been considered the most powerful, the most auspicious time of day to wake up.
Ayurvedic tradition has a name for this whole window too, the Vata dominance period. Now, Vata represents the energy of movement in your body. Think about circulation, your breath, even just the flow of your thoughts. And the thinking is, during this early morning window, that movement energy is super calm and balanced, which allows your mind to hit this state of incredible clarity, creativity, and even a stronger intuition. Okay, ancient wisdom is great, for sure. But what does modern science have to say about all this? Well, this is where it gets really interesting, because it turns out neuroscience is basically just now catching up and validating what yogis knew centuries ago.
And this is where it all just clicks. What the ancients called Brahma Muhurta, scientists today call the neural mobility window, a time when your brain is incredibly flexible and ready to learn. That idea of Vata dominance, it lines up perfectly with this specific type of nervous system activation. And that yogic goal of a sattva state, that state of pure, calm focus, that maps directly to what neuroscientists call alpha wave dominance. They're talking about the exact same thing, just using different words thousands of years apart. It's wild.
So what's actually happening inside your head? Well, it's kind of like a hormonal changing of the guard. Your sleep hormone, melatonin, is still hanging around, but it's starting to fade out. And at the exact same time, your main wake-up hormone, cortisol, is naturally beginning to rise. You're caught in this really unique in-between state. You're not fully asleep, but you're not fully awake and stressed out either.
During this golden hour, your brain is literally surfing between theta waves, which are linked to your subconscious, and alpha waves, which are all about relaxed focus. This combo creates a state of really low cognitive noise. Think of it like a perfectly soundproofed room for your mind. There are no distractions from the outside world, and even the chatter inside your head is quieter. It is the absolute ideal time for deep thinking, creativity, or meditation.
But, and this is a huge but, there is a critical warning here. Those first 20 minutes after you wake up are when you're programming your brain's focus for the entire day. If the very first thing you do is grab your phone and start scrolling, you are tuning your brain for a day of distraction, of comparison, of chasing little dopamine hits. You are literally throwing away this incredible biological advantage before you even get out of bed.
So, if this time is so powerful, why do most of us who try it fail? I mean, why do we give up within a week? Why does that alarm go off, only for us to smash the snooze button into oblivion?
The answer is actually pretty simple. It's because we're relying on motivation. We watch an inspiring video, we get all hyped up, and we set the alarm for 4 a.m. But motivation, let's be real, it's flaky. It's gone after a day or two. The people who actually succeed, they're not more motivated than you. They've just built a better system.
So, if motivation isn't the key, what is? It's all about the system. So let's break down exactly how you can build one that actually works with a practical, no-fluff 30-day plan.
All right, this is the most crucial part. If you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. You cannot fix your morning until you fix your night. It's impossible. Trying to wake up at 4 a.m. after going to bed at 1 a.m. is just a recipe for failure. You won't be focused, you'll be a sleep-deprived zombie. And that is the enemy of productivity.
So here's the plan. It's simple. Step 1, no screens for at least an hour before bed. That blue light totally messes with your sleep hormones. Step 2, eat a light dinner nice and early. Step 3, put your phone way across the room. Make it hard to reach. And step 4, don't try to jump from a midnight bedtime to 9 p.m. overnight. That never works. Just shift it gradually, like 20 minutes every few days. That's how you build a system that sticks.
Okay, now for the morning itself. When you wake up, don't just leap into hard work or grab your phone. Your brain needs a gentle warm-up. So for the first 45 minutes or so, focus inward. Drink some water, do some light stretching, maybe just sit in silence. This lets your brain stabilize. After that, then you can shift outward. Plan your day, get an hour of deep, focused work, or hit the gym. You'll get more done before breakfast than most people do all morning.
And here's a little psychological trick to make this whole thing easier. Don't frame this as a new, permanent, lifelong commitment. That's way too intimidating. Instead, just treat it like a 30-day experiment. You're just a scientist collecting data. See how you feel. Pay attention to your energy, your mood, your focus. If it works for you, awesome. If not, you can always adjust. This is about self-awareness, not about following some rigid, punishing rule. Which brings us to the real takeaway here. Waking up at 4 a.m. isn't the magic bullet. The alarm clock is just a tool. It's the system of discipline you build around that alarm. The discipline to get to bed on time, to put the phone away, to use that golden hour wisely. That's the thing that actually changes your life. So you see, the goal isn't just to change when your alarm goes off. It's to fundamentally change your system. It's about taking control of your nights so you can absolutely own your mornings. The question is no longer about myth versus magic. It's about your system. So, are you ready to build it?